Hi, folks. Welcome to today's Scrum. Let's get started. Mike, do you want to go first?
Which Mike?
Do you go by Mike or Michael?
Actually, I do go by Mike.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Because yesterday, tragically, Mike, one of the Michaels.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah. So I had a brief chance to look at the waffle board yesterday. So I think let me see which one it was. I think I'd like to take a crack at one of the issues, like enhancement tickets. Campaign course list should include institution for each course. So yeah, I guess I don't know how to go any further than that because I looked at the GitHub page for it. And, I didn't see any more details. But I think you're muted, Sage.
So let me just pull this up. This is the one that you're talking about? Is that right? No, you're muted.
Sorry, I was muted. No, it looks like a different one. Yes. Let me read. On my screen, it says campaign course list should include institution/term for each course. Number 1140.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, yeah. So from the backlog, sure.
Yeah, it looks like it might be one of the simpler ones. So.
Great. Yeah. Okay. So I can after this stand up, I can walk you through sort of a little more detail on that task.
Sounds good.
But I think that'll be a good fit for a first contribution.
Great.
All right, Michael.
Yeah. So we did the mob programming today in Ruby. It was kind of interesting, and then we had done some staging. Sam had done some staging for the Hera Community Network and local support. And the changes that I made to the footer that would make them more, presentable, let's say on mobile. Unfortunately, it looked like some of those changes had broken because of other intervening merges like being pulled in. So I just issued another pull request now that I think will settle that to make it look how it should.
What is mob programming? Can you explain that for us?
It's like this thing where right now we're going over Avdi Grimm's Confident Ruby book, like section by section each week. Like we try to do 1 or 2 sections per week. And Sam kind of he kind of leads it and presents the where and why of the pattern and everything. And then we give him some examples and he kind of leads people. And the idea is that we're in a Cloud9 instance. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but it's like a mini
shared development environment.
Shared development environment that you can like all collaboratively edit inside of a browser. And the idea is that people can be encouraged to come in and like Sam will be like, well, how do you think we would approach this? Or, how would we go about this? And then people can like type their ideas and then we can discuss it. So that's kind of like the format for it right now. It's a premium offering, so it's not available just at the free tier.
Cool. All right, I guess I'm up. I made a whole bunch of progress on the Salesforce integration that I've been working on the WikiEd dashboard, and actually, after talking with sort of the main person who this would affect on our team, sort of had to rethink the strategy for how it was going to go forward. But once I did that yesterday, I sort of figured out sort of the easy first steps that we can do, and so I got that actually all working and tested and deployed this morning. And gonna do some follow-up work to sort of add more full integration of like pushing data from the dashboard over to Salesforce, kind of in the near future. I also kicked off sort of beta testing this chat feature with a couple of courses that are going on. So I don't really have any real like actual in the wild usage from users going on yet of this chat feature, but we enabled it and like did a couple tests of it, and it seems to be going smoothly so far. So that's all good. And then I reviewed a pull request from Aresh and got that merged. So we're already making progress on this sprint. And that's it. So Mike, you want to dive back into this issue that you want to tackle?
Sure.
Okay. So I'll kind of show you what it means first of all. I don't know if how much you've had a chance to poke around, like either in the development environment or like on the production site. Like you can go to the production site and like just see how things look if you want. And one of the things that we have here is that you go to the Explore page, you have a list of active campaigns, and then you can click one of these campaigns, and it shows things like the name of it and the recent edits and that kind of thing. Now let's see. So this one is campaign course list should include institution and term for each course. And so what does it show right now? Right now it shows the course name here, but it doesn't show the course's institution or what term it's in. So basically the idea here is to add more columns to this table, so that it would show, so a course has attributes of like a title as well as a term as well as like a institution or a school. And so basically we just want to surface that data in this table as well. So to show you where that is, I'll switch over to my I better hide my application.yaml file before I open that up. All right, don't want to leak my credentials all over the place. Here we go. Let's see. So, oh, that's not the right one. Whoops. Wah, wah. That's better. So we have in app. So the campaigns pages are like pure Rails pages, and so we can find like the controller for the campaigns controller, and we're looking at like the probably program. We're looking at
just a quick question. Now the session is being recorded, right?
Yes.
I could go back and replay. Okay, it's just because the text is very tiny on my computer. So
oh yeah,
go back and,
sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, go on, please.
So when you hit this like list of programs here, which the URL is like the /campaigns/ the name of the campaign /programs is how you get to that list. And so that's hitting this programs endpoint, and basically it's just doing a very standard Rails thing of implicitly rendering the program's template. So we need to go to views, campaigns, and find the programs template. So this is the Haml template that is rendering that whole table here. And so it has like this header here, and then it has like the markup for the sorting, and then it has the actual body itself. And this body has like go through the presenter, all of the courses in it, and for each course render courses/row, which means render the courses row partial, which is in like courses row. So this is the template that it's currently using, but this template is used in a bunch of different contexts where it's showing a whole list of courses. And so I guess one question is whether we want to modify this row template so that it affects everywhere this is used, or if we want to fork that template so that we can only affect this program's, like the campaign view. Is that making sense for you so far?
Yeah, it sounds pretty logical.
So I think we should try it out first with just, the question is where else this is used, because we have this file that has the header stuff, which is going to be coupled to it. So any change that we make to the row partial here, which basically provides the HTML for like one single row of like showing the information for one course. Any changes to that, we're also going to have to make corresponding changes to this header, but then we're also possibly going to have to make changes to the headers anywhere else that's basically rendering a list of this row partial. And so it might be that the simplest way would be to just fork that row partial, just create a copy of it that will move into this campaigns directory and just be a view specifically for campaigns, and then use that instead and modify that. So then you'd basically add the new fields, make sure that it looks right, because I think, let's see, we sort of we're already sort of using up quite a bit of the real estate here. With this stuff, there's not that much room to sort of squeeze more columns into this table, but we could try it anyway.
I mean, how much screen space do you think you have? I mean, obviously on your computer, there's plenty of space. Are we accommodating mobile devices as well?
So we don't have to specifically accommodate mobile devices for this view here. It's actually like, let's see what happens. So if we go to mobile layout, let's see, do we have something magical happen? Not really, no. I guess it just, all of this is still present even if you shrink the screen. So, but it, like, if this becomes unusable on mobile, like, that's not a big deal, and we can fix that later by like maybe hiding some of the columns in the mobile view. But even then, basically, the whole layout is designed around like having this center column from here over to here, like that be where all of everything comes within that container, which is going to be like 1,000 pixels. So we don't have room to basically like use up this extra space on the side.
Can't you make the courses smaller? Like the share so like there's a lot of text for the course, right? Potentially. But that text will just wrap depending on how small you make the column.
That's right.
Could
And-
just
and we
shrink
have
the courses column.
Yeah, and we have a little bit of room here for, you know, shrinking recent edits and shrinking views. Like those both have some room to like give up. And so it's not going to be, but if we're adding 2 new columns, both of which are like at least, you know, at least about this wide, and in case of institution or school, like in many cases wider, then it's gonna probably like add another like sort of row of wrapping to this, and I'm not sure how it'll look, but that's something that you can explore as you go. So I think, you know, it may involve some like some CSS work to sort of make it look as nice as it ought to. But the path forward that I suggest is to fork that courses row partial.
When you say fork, sorry, I'm only familiar with the GitHub fork.
Sure.
In
So
Rails.
yeah. So a partial, I mean, and a template in general, right, is just like an HTML file that you can use
Over and over again. Yeah.
over and over again in like throughout the application, right? And so this courses row one in particular is being used in several different contexts where it's showing a table of courses like this. And so if you were going to fork it, you would basically just copy it, copy the entire contents of the file to a new one that was, you know, like within campaigns maybe you would, and so call it a new file like course row, like underscore course row, so that it's another partial. And then in this program's template that is using that, instead of doing render courses row, you put in the new name location of that new file that you copied over, and then you make all the changes that you need to only in that new version, and then it just won't affect other places that are currently using this courses row partial.
Okay, that makes sense. Thanks. Yeah, looks pretty straightforward.
Cool. Well, let me know on Slack if you have any more questions about it.
Sure. And to view these recordings again, is the link going to be on Slack?
I'm not sure. I think like I think the link to the YouTube version of it probably appeared in the general channel, so I'll find that and copy it into the edu Slack channel for convenience.
Okay, that'd be great.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Age. Thank you.